All right, we are going to take another look at prisms that are composite. So basically all that means is we can take the prism and divide it into two pieces. So you're going to go ahead and take out two colors as well. And we are going to take a look at these together. So here is our first prism. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decide how I am going to split this into two prisms. I have decided that I'm going to draw a vertical line right here and split it into this prism and this prism. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start off by coloring each prism. Got the purple prism and the green prism. All right, so my next step is to go ahead and find the volume of each prism. I'm going to go ahead and find the green one first. So let's go ahead and take a look at these numbers. All right, I have 16 here, but this 16 is talking about this entire length here, and my green prism only goes to here. So I need to think about how I can go ahead and find out the length of this part, which is the part that I actually have, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look up here because this piece and this piece are equivalent, so equal to this piece and this piece. They're equal. This piece says it's 4 feet, okay? This whole piece is 16 feet. So if this is 4 feet, then this must equal 16 take away 4, which is 12. So this must equal 12. So if I can see here, I have this as a height or a length or width, it doesn't matter, but volume equals length times width times height. I can see that this is 2 by 4, so I can go ahead and do 2 by 4 by 12. All right, so 2 times 4 gives me 8 times 12. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and break down this 8 times 12. I'm going to break this down into 10 times 8 plus 2 times 8. 80 plus 16 gives me 96. Okay, so all I did was take 8 times 12 and broke it down to 10 times 8 and 2 times 8. Made it a little bit easier to multiply. So my volume of my green figure is 96 feet cubed. I know this because this is feet. So now let's go ahead and look at the purple figure. Volume equals length times width times height again. I'm going to go ahead and look at this one. So I have this side length. This one's 4. I have my height. It's 10. The last thing I need is right here, my width. Oh, well, that's kind of hard to figure out because there's nothing there. So I'm going to go ahead and pay attention to the fact that this figure is the same width the entire time. So I just need to find a side that matches this. So this was 4. When this side was 4, this side was 2. So that would make sense that this side is 2. Okay? So now I have the dimensions of 10 times 2 times 4. So let's go ahead and solve this as 10 times 8. I went ahead and did 2 times 4. 10 times 8 gives me 80. But I'm not done yet because I've got the volume as 80 feet cubed for the purple one and the volume as 96 feet cubed for the green one. So now that I've multiplied, my job is to go ahead and add. So 96 plus 80 gives me 176 feet cubed. Okay, so all I did was I went ahead and I broke this down into 2 prisms. I found the volume of each prism and I used strategies such as looking at to where my piece cuts off and where it lines up to figure out what the missing side lengths were. I solved for the volume of each shape and then I added them together. Go ahead and take a look at the second shape and try to solve it on your own. All right, so I've got this second shape here, and there's a couple ways that we could break this up. I'm gonna go ahead and break it up by going straight down. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and draw a vertical line, and I'm gonna color this prism in green and this prism in purple. All right, so let's go ahead and solve the purple one first this time. So purple, volume equals length times width times height. All right, let's take a look at my dimensions here. So it looks like my height is 8. I've got a 6 right here, and this 6, because opposite sides of a rectangle are parallel, this also must be 6. So I could make this my base and be 6 meters by 3 meters. So the numbers that I'm going to multiply by are 3 times 6 times 8. All right, so let's go ahead and do 3 times 6, which is 18, times 8. I'm going to go ahead and break this down into 10 times 8 plus 8 times 8. So it still equals 18. I just split it up. So this is 80 plus 64. 80 plus 64 gives me 144. All right, so the purple volume is 144 meters cubed. Let's go ahead now and look at the green one. I have 3 meters, it looks like, as my height. And that's about all the information I've been given. All right, so let's go ahead and start off right here. I know that this is 8 across, this entire thing. However, the green figure cuts off here. What I can see is that this right here is 3 meters. Opposite sides are parallel. Parallel sides are equivalent, so that means this is 3 meters. Opposite sides are equal, so this must be 3 meters. This right here is 3 meters. So if this whole thing is 8 meters, then this green part must be 5 meters. All right, so I've got 5 meters here and here, but what is gonna be my width? I don't know what this is. Well, if I take a look here, and this one does look a little different. The angle's really strange on this one, but this and this are equivalent to each other, meaning that this 6 right here is the number that belongs here. So I have 5 times 3 times 6. Volume equals length times width times height. So I have 6 times 3 times 5. 6 times 15. Let's go ahead and split this into 6 times 10 plus 6 times 5, which gives me 60 plus 30, which gives me 90. I'm not finished yet though. I need to add together these two. 144 plus 90 gives me 234 meters cubed. All right, here is the last problem. Go ahead and try this last problem on your own. All right, I'm going to go ahead and split this one horizontally. And I'm going to color this top cube green. And this bottom cube purple, or prism purple. And let's go ahead and solve the purple one first. So purple, I know that this whole side length is 10. So I know that I'm going to be multiplying by 10. This right here is 3, but I don't know what this is. What can I do to figure this out? Well, here's where we really need to know that opposite sides are equivalent when it comes to rectangles and squares. So this is 2, which means this is 2. Opposite sides are equal, which means this is 2. Opposite sides are equal, which means this is 2. Opposite sides are equal, which means this is 2. So I'm going to walk you through that again. I was trying to figure out this. I see that this is 2. I know that opposite sides are equal, so that means this is 2. Since this is 2, that has to be 2. Since this is 2, that has to be 2, which means this is 2. So I now have my 3 numbers. 10 times 2 times 3. 10 times 6 gives me 60. Let's take a look at the green one. Green. All right, this is 2 by 3. That's not bad. And all my numbers are actually here. 2 by 3, height of 3. 2 times 3 times 3. 6 times 3 gives me 18. Add these together. 60 plus 18 gives me 78 inches cubed. All right, I hope this has made solving volume of composite figures more sense. Go ahead and show me what you learned on your exit ticket.